So the collaboration between the artist and the curator, or the curator and the architect, is key. It's spending a year and a half working together on a project that has a lot of expectations. So there's a lot of questions that the building bring up. There's artists as well that may have misconceptions about the building or find it challenging before even having really had the opportunity to see it. So it starts with a visit to Venice as early as possible. And for me, who has been involved a few times, also a few key meetings with people that we work with in Venice, so they understand a little bit how things work. But yeah, for me, the pavilion has to be the birthplace of the project. I would say that its strength is that it's from the past. It has its own history. I think it's a different moment today, actually, and that artists today, and hopefully into the future, are more interested in working in different kinds of spaces and not necessarily in the museum space. I think museums and galleries are changing, and I think that's a very good thing. The strength of it is, for me, it's the light, the relationship between the inside and the outside. I think it has beautiful surroundings. It's a very beautiful location as well. So I think those are all things that play very, very well for the pavilion. And I actually really like the geometry. I like thinking about how you're surrounded by art as well as, and I mean, you're surrounded by it. There's opportunity for beautiful light, natural light inside the pavilion. So I think there's a lot of strengths, and it's up to artists to really tap into that, or not. I mean, they can decide to do something completely different, but I do think its main strength is that it has purpose and meaning and a history. For future art biennales, I think it'll be interesting to see how artists react to the restoration, how hopefully there will be much more appreciation of the pavilion itself in the artistic community at large. So it's a good marriage in terms of a building that has its own beauty and its own meaning and history, and what contemporary art brings to that. Sometimes it works better than others, and for me, every exhibition has been an opportunity to learn something more about the pavilion, more about the building, about the architects, and at the same time to see an artist on their own journey, either showing things that they're very comfortable with or starting new work or a new path. So it's been interesting to see that as well. And I think that also stems from the fact that it's a different space for art. It's not what they're used to working in, so they have to think differently, and that can lead to really amazing projects.